The Age of Aquarius, a name that may seem like an astrological term, but it has a meaning that goes far beyond the movements of the constellations. This is not just a phase, but a turning point, an evolutionary milestone where the spirit and society are transformed together. We are moving away from the Pisces era, where emotions and beliefs rule, and into Aquarius, where intelligence, innovation, and community are at the forefront. A new wave of energy is sweeping through, urging people to reevaluate old values, break invisible boundaries, and move toward greater connection. No longer a story of isolated individuals, but a collective harmony, no longer a blind faith, but an enlightenment based on science and spirit. In this era, old lessons will be illuminated by new awareness. Before diving deeper into the matter, like and subscribe to the channel to know more mysteries. 1. Cosmic influence. The Age of Aquarius, a turning point not only in astrology but also in human evolution. This is the moment when we say goodbye to the age of Pisces, where emotion and blind faith reigned, and enter an era of wisdom, innovation, and communal harmony. But this transition is not random, it is guided by the universe itself. The solar system and its constellations have long been more than just points of light in the sky, but guides, silently influencing the energies of the Earth. In the great 25,920-year cycle, what we call a cosmic year, each phase is marked by a dramatic shift in the collective consciousness and the nature of reality. This cycle is like a giant wheel, turning slowly, but each revolution brings new waves of energy, reshaping not only our planet, but also the human consciousness. The constellations, with their vibrations and gravitational pull, are sending invisible but powerful messages. This energy travels through space, interacting with elementary particles, the building blocks of life, to create resonance, catalyzing change from within. The seemingly insignificant web of connections between the stars and Earth is the bridge that leads humanity into a new era, where enlightenment and understanding will illuminate our limitations. 2. The transition of the times. The Age of Pisces, where faith and religion become the guiding light, guiding people through reliance on dogma and the promise of salvation. In this time, emotions take over, and devotion often clouds reason. Stories are told not to explain, but to reinforce belief, to make people comfortable in the security of the unprovable. But as the Age of Aquarius unfolds, a new wave of innovation and freedom comes. Here, the human mind is no longer bound by vague concepts, but is directed towards exploring and understanding reality. From secondary questions, we move to challenging questions. What really exists? How much do we understand the universe? The shift from believing to knowing is the essence of the new age. People no longer seek meaning through waiting or expectation, but through exploration and discovery. Old patterns are erased, and intelligence is empowered to shape a new reality. 3. Inner revolution. As the Age of Aquarius emerges, change is not just happening on the surface of society or collective values. It is also a time of internal revolution, where each individual is called to face himself. Instead of looking outside for answers, people are led to turn inward, to explore the depths of their souls. Inner limitations, fears, doubts, and old patterns are gradually exposed. And only by facing them can we overcome them, opening the door to true freedom. Spiritual connection becomes key in this journey. It is no longer about imposed rituals or beliefs, but about an innate understanding of the connection between the small self and the vast universe. This journey does not promise ease, but it does offer something, the ability to redefine oneself and enter into ever deeper awareness. 4. Unifying science and spirituality. In the Age of Aquarius, the seemingly irreconcilable lines between science and spirituality are blurring. Quantum physics, with its discoveries beyond imagination, has opened the door for humanity to realize that matter and energy are not separate, but two aspects of the same entity. Elementary particles, so tiny that they cannot be seen, operate in a way that connects the entire universe. Their vibrations, appearing and disappearing in unfathomable moments, raise a spiritual question: is everything that exists not merely matter, but energy woven into an invisible web? Spirituality, long considered mystical, is now being viewed through the lens of science. The interconnectedness of all things is no longer a vague concept, but a proven reality. The world is not a collection of fragments, but a unified whole, where each individual, each atom, is an integral part of the larger picture. 5. Social change. The rise of the Aquarian Age not only brings changes in individual consciousness, but also requires a complete overhaul on a societal level. This is a time when existing social and economic systems are no longer adequate, and cooperation and equality are laid as the foundations of a new world. Economic models based on cutthroat competition are giving way to systems centered on cooperation. Instead of focusing on individual interests, people aim to build sustainable communities where development does not harm the environment or future generations. Protecting the planet has become a collective mission. This era no longer tolerates the depletion of resources or the destruction of the environment for profit. People, inspired by their connection with nature and the universe, realize that the planet itself is the basis for all life and development. Technology, once seen as a tool of isolation, is now used to connect. Information flows across borders, knowledge spreads, and common understanding is fostered. In a world where connectivity is no longer a barrier, technology becomes a bridge between people and the future they want to build. 6. Awakening consciousness. The revolution of consciousness in the Aquarian Age is not a loud or violent uprising, but a quiet, internal transformation of the individual. It is a profound awakening, where people begin to realize that instead of clinging to old values and beliefs, they are free to redefine themselves and the world around them. No more labels, no more categories, no more narrow views of what is right, wrong, or normal. Instead, it is a return to the pure essence of being human, experiencing the world fully, without the filters of social stereotypes or prejudices. In this journey, each individual is called to overcome false selves, approaching the world with honesty and simplicity. This awakening is not just an individual journey, but a collective transformation, where each individual contributes to the illumination of the whole picture of consciousness. It is the rebirth of a humanity no longer imprisoned by old prejudices or limitations, but free to soar in the space of deep and sincere understanding. 7. Challenges in the transformation process. In the transition from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, people face significant challenges. Attachment to the old, to deeply ingrained beliefs, habits, and systems, is a powerful barrier. Fear of change, uncertainty about the future, makes many people feel insecure and cling to what they have become accustomed to. It is in this hesitation that the darkness of unconsciousness, of stagnation, begins to reveal itself. The pace of change is accelerating, leaving many feeling overwhelmed. Advances in technology, science, and society are constantly evolving, pushing people into a flow that they sometimes cannot keep up with. Polarization is becoming more evident, as opposing views and values become more intense, creating divisions not only within communities but also within the minds of individuals. While society changes, the inner challenges are no less severe. The conflict between the old self and the new self, between established values and values being redefined, sometimes makes people feel confused and disoriented. But these challenges, though painful, are opportunities for each individual and community to step out of the darkness, to welcome the awakening and limitless opportunities ahead. 8. Preparation. Preparing for this profound transformation requires each individual to begin with self-awareness. This is the first step in the journey of letting go of the old, the habits, beliefs, and prejudices that have stuck with us for years. To move toward a new future, we must have the courage to face what has become obsolete and be willing to change, even if it means touching the deepest parts of ourselves. An important part of this preparation is strengthening community connections. In the Age of Aquarius, collaboration and sharing are key to overcoming challenges together. Connecting with others who share the same vision and goals will create a strong support network, helping each individual not feel alone on the journey of innovation. At the same time, continuous learning from new sources of knowledge is equally important. We constantly expand our limits, absorb new perspectives and knowledge to develop comprehensively. In addition, taking care of our health and developing resilience are indispensable factors. Not only physical health, but also mental resilience, the strength to stand up after each fall and continue to strive. Finally, spiritual connection becomes a solid foundation, helping us maintain inner peace in a turbulent world. That is when we find harmony between ourselves and the universe, to enter the new era with clarity and stability. It is time for us to not just be witnesses to change, but to be direct agents of it. The Age of Aquarius waits for no one, and this transformation requires each individual to actively participate and contribute to the transformation process. We cannot stand on the sidelines, but must become active elements, pioneers in changing the way we perceive and act to build a new world. Start by connecting with those around you, sharing your insights, ideas, and visions of this era. Every discussion, every conversation helps to clarify and spread the values of the Age of Aquarius. Don't hesitate to seek out like-minded communities where innovation is encouraged and thrives. By connecting, we not only learn, but also support each other as we move forward. This is not the time of one person, but of all of us. Together, we can create a world of peace, sustainability, and potential.